All right, he says we gotta lower the bridge. Be careful of the zombies. And they'll be waiting on the other side. Oh yeah, and he wishes us good luck.
In 2008, Valve released the zombie apocalypse upon the world with their addicting first-person shooter, Left 4 Dead. Now, 1 year later, can the developers behind Half-Life and Counter-Strike hope to strike gold yet again with a sequel, or should this franchise have been Left 4 Dead? Since the events of the first game, the mysterious zombie virus has made its way down south, and a completely new cast of characters find themselves trapped in the town of Savannah, Georgia. Unlike the original game, Left 4 Dead 2 actually makes an attempt to link the 5 separate campaigns throughout the game, and even provides the characters with a brief moment to introduce themselves to one another. From that point on, the story takes a back seat as hardcore zombie-killing action grabs hold of the wheel. For many gamers, this is a relief. The game doesn't take itself too seriously and understands that it's a fun, campy shooter that I would even go as far to say has more elements of comedy than it does horror.
This swamp is gonna ruin my white suit.
The white suit with zombie brains all over it? That one?
Brains come out, swamp water doesn't. Don't ask me how I know that.
However, gamers more interested in the gruesome history of post-apocalyptic America simply need to look on the walls of their environment to find the story, via civilian graffiti or CETA flyers. The presentation of Left 4 Dead 2 takes on a grittier horror movie look than its predecessor, and with more game types than the original, the menu screen can seem a little cluttered. The heads-up display comes in handy when it comes to checking up on the status of your teammates, but the little in-game tips that it provides can get somewhat annoying. Yes, I do realize I can give my pain pills to Coach, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do something stupid that will get him killed anyways. Left 4 Dead 2 kept its same basic gameplay formula from the original: work together and shoot lots of zombies. Only this time around, the developers decided to throw in tons of new weapons, items, game types, and boss infected. Although all of these additions are welcome, I can't help but feel like the developers have never heard the phrase less is more. Ammo scarcely becomes a problem, and there are simply too many pipe bombs and Molotovs lying around that I can use. This may not seem all that bad, but I have to say I prefer the scarcity of items in the original game. Back then, using a pipe bomb was a key strategic decision. Now I just feel like I'm emptying my pockets.
Grabbing a pipe bomb.
The game tries to balance the arsenal of weapons with a new cast of special infected that are both fun to fight and fun to play as. Game modes that allow players to control the special infected are still fan favorites, but the cluttered spawning screens and level of precision needed in coordinating attacks can easily frustrate first-time players. On the other hand, veterans of the franchise have a lot to look forward to. This brings me to Left 4 Dead 2's most valuable asset: replay value. With the game's AI director changing the experience every time you play, you'll never know just what to expect around the next corner. Players hoping to master all of Left 4 Dead 2's game modes might find themselves in over their heads. And Xbox achievements will push players even further than before to earn their gamer points. Good luck beating any one of the game's realism campaigns on Expert. So, here's the breakdown for Left 4 Dead 2. The story gets a 6. Characters bring some humor to the table, but those of you looking for an amazing cinematic experience will not find it here. Presentation gets a 7.5. Displaying post-game stats as if they were movie credits is cool, but the menus could still use a little work. Design earns an 8. Once again, the music and sound play an important role in the game, but aside from the opening cinematic, the graphics aren't anything special. Gameplay achieves a respectable 8.5. It's a fun, simple concept, but after I grow tired of all my other shooters, I'll still be coming back to this game months later, which is why replay value dominates with a whopping 10. My overall score for Left 4 Dead 2, 9.0.